last project. The shelf I was completing the last one, which this is how it turned out, by the way. Yeah, while I was tidying up and putting all the Kreg stuff away. The cutest little clamp, by the way. Look at the size of that thing. Cute. I noticed it actually comes with its own plans, and I thought that was kind of cool. So you can build the display shelf. Now I downloaded the plans. I took a quick look. It's pretty simple, honestly. I'm not going to use their measurements. They don't have any scrap boards long enough, but it's pretty straightforward. So we're gonna do that instead of what I was planning to do today. And I'm debating, I had a bunch of spruce and a bunch of tamarack, but all of my spruce that I was gonna use for this, it's starting to get big knots in it. I'm dwindling down to the final pieces that I can use. So I think what I'm going to do is still utilize these for the sides, for their little brace they got on here. And then I'll use these for the backs and the shelves themselves. And we're gonna see what we can get away with for sizes here. If I can get like a 2-foot shelf, that'd be nice. I don't know. I guess we'll measure the smallest board first and see where we're at. These are 5 1/4, which isn't bad actually. I can live with that for a shelf. So if we do 20, well, I'm getting rid of that. I wanted to go 5 1/2 on this, but if 5 1/4 isn't what I'm down to. But I think I might make the shelf itself 5-inch, because I think I was measuring this. Yeah, that's just under 5, and I want to get rid of that because that goes. Yeah, that's just gonna fall out. So we'll do 5. I'm gonna cut that off. I don't know how much I'm gonna get out of this one either, but even if I can get, I think honestly, I think 20 is probably being what we're at, which that's all right. 20 is a good even number. Okay, so I went ahead, I did a rough layout, cut everything down to length anyway, not to width yet. These are all to 20 though, and I might still go down to about 19. I'm still a little undecided on that because some of these are still a little rough, so I might clean these up a little more, but that's not a big deal if it is.
That ain't no problem.
I cut these down, I cut them longer because this was a pretty wonky piece of scrap, so I want to cut them longer, clean them up, and then I'll cut them down to final size so I know I've got room to play with, which honestly is what I should have done with those, but I didn't. These are going to be 1 inch. These are going to be these pieces here going back, down, and over, and then 5-inch, same as these, because these are going to sit on the inside with the shelves, much like these ones here. So I'm going to get all these cleaned up and then get them cut to width, and then after that pretty well almost ready for assembly. We just had to drill some pocket holes, so we got to do some sanding, which everybody loves. And then sanding, pocket holes, stain, and then put together really. It's a pretty simple build, so we're gonna do that. Alright, so cut these down to 19, which actually worked out because when I was cutting them on the table saw, I had one of these that it tore out a bit on the end. It's about 1/2 inch, so I figured let's take them right down, make life easy. Cut these down, cut these down. These are a hair over these because these have to sit inside of these, so I didn't want to make it a friction fit. I just want to have it just right in there. So there should be just enough room for those to slide in there. And all these are exact. I've recently learned that taking the few seconds that it is to set up a stop block for repeatable cuts, even 4, makes a world of difference.
No shit.
So I'm going to sand all these down, and then I will drill the holes, and then figure out how we're going to stain them. I might just leave these, honestly, and stain these black, because these have nice color on them. So if I can just clear coat that, let the grain pop out. These will be the back ones. These will be the shelves, obviously. These are nice boards, but there's not a whole lot of color on them, so I'll hide them down on the shelf. And then I'll have like that on the back. And I'll have that one on probably the bottom. Actually, I'll have that one on the bottom and that one on the top. And then I'll just clear coat those. I'll sand them up really nice. And you'll never know the difference. Maybe I'll just put some tried and true, just stain on it, clear, matte. And that should probably be enough. So I got these marked. This is going to be the bottom back, the top back, like so, except that's going to be like that. That's going to be there. I've got these marked. That's the bottom back. No, that's the bottom. The arrow's pointing that way. Bottom back and top back. And these are going to sit on top of these, which made me realize I have to cut these down. These are 1 inch. Yeah, I need to cut these down 2 inches so that the frame can sit. Pretend this is the frame. So the frame can sit here and that can sit inside of the frame. So I got to cut these down. Yeah, and then I can pocket hole these right into these as well. So 2 inches off those two. You know what? I think before I do that, I'm actually going to stain these. I'm going to drill the holes for the pockets. I'm going to stain these, and then while these are drying, I'll fix that and screw the holes for that, and then hopefully those should be dry enough by the end that we can assemble it. Yeah, so that's how those are going to lay out. So now that I got those drilled, I shouldn't need any holes in these because everything is going to attach to this. And then these slide into here. And these slide attached to the back, so I'm pretty sure these are what will attach to there, and then I'll drill pocket holes into the sides that'll grab into that. Makes sense to me anyway. So I'm going to cut these down. No, I'm going to stain these first. But those are done. So now I'm going to cut the 2 inches off of this that I need for the 1 inch on either side. Nope, for the 3/4 on either side. Nope, 1 inch on either side. Yep, that one. We'll drill our pocket holes for these. Okay, so if this one is bottom's top, and this one's the top, then that means I cut the wrong ones.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that's annoying. No, I didn't cut the wrong ones. Whew, had a moment there. Sweet Jesus.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Okay, so we got to drill pocket holes in the back of those. I'm going to mark those as I go. That way I don't mess that up. So these are going to go into the frame. So we're going to put a pocket hole here, 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 here. And then this sits like that. So we're going to put one here, here, and here, as well as here, here, and here. And this should be good. I think I might need one if the frame's gonna go here. I might actually put one in there. Yeah, so that sits like that. No, I shouldn't need one in there. This will hold on to that, and that'll keep it tight. You know what, we'll do it for this one just to pull the middle in. Because the bottom one is gonna have that bottom piece that's gonna sit down here under this one. But this one won't have much to hold it. So we'll put them on the ends there, and then that way it's just a little extra. So we'll measure out our holes. Poking in 1/2 inch. And we'll just double check. That's the bottom, that's facing the back, which means this would be the front. Which means I can go ahead and put one there, there, there. Yep, okay. Remember, measure once, cuss twice, right? The nice thing about these screws is they're supposed to be kind of self-tapping, yeah, so it's kind of supposed to bore the hole out while it screws into it. Alright, let's hope those are all in the right place. I'm gonna find out pretty soon here, ain't we? Now this is the stuff I was talking about here. It's just an original wood finish. And I think that'll do just fine on those pieces. And much like the other shelf there, but doesn't look good, well then we just remake it. Simple as that. Alright, we're gonna let those dry and then we'll come back, give them all the final weight down, give it a little bit to dry, then we'll assemble it. Alright, so everything should be dry by now. I think we'll start by putting this together. Oh, there's one. It's not terrible, honestly.
Not great, not terrible.
Alright, let's do that again. Alright, there we go. Two screwed together. Just gotta put those on. Grab my longer clamps. Grab my longer clamps. And we'll get those done. And then that is it. Ooh, that slides in there nicely. Look at that.
Oh, would you look at that? Just look at that.
Okay, so I think we'll put this one on first. I'll make sure those tops are lined up. I'm gonna measure. Make sure all these are lined up as well. Yeah, 4 3/16. 4 3/16. We'll have to do these ones by hand, but that's all right. Yeah, there we go. And we're done. We gotta have a bench. There we go. It's not a bad little build. I like when companies do that. They put a little something in there for you when you buy it. Just looks like a double-decker bench seat. If you're wondering about hanging this and hanging all those, you can buy the little angle brackets. And they're in here. These here. Some stores sell them for $1 to $1.50 a piece. And the wonderful place that it is, Princess Auto, they sell these for packs of, how many are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That makes sense. It says package 10 right there, dumbass.
Dumbass.
$3. So go to Princess Auto, get one of those there. And then all you have to do is take those. You can mount them right onto the backs here and then just straighten to your studs.
Stud.
Even this here, just put one right there and one right there. And that'd work just fine. And then just straighten to your wall. Yeah. That's not terrible. Look at that. Another thing for the collection. There. Alright, well that's fun. Not bad for killing a couple hours. Yeah, so. Yeah, that's it. See you later. Bye bye now.